these mics are going to give the distorted mechanical crankiness of the piano, like in more detail than maybe you might hear if you were standing further away from it. But this microphone behind you actually gets a pretty good sound from the piano.
Cool.
So you're going to play clarinet on that first or second?
First.
First. Okay, so when you're done playing clarinet with that, there's going to be piano on that, and it actually sounds pretty good.
Cool.
So we'll have choices later. Okay. What else is on the song?
Mainly toms, cowbell, cymbals.
Okay.
There'll be some snare, but it won't be the snares. It'll be just the drum itself.
Dave? Yay! All right. I'm finally ready. Yep. Our music, I mean, there is an improvisational component in it, but most of it is chord. I mean, we write parts. It's more similar to a kind of a chamber music approach than to a jazz approach. We don't come with, you know, a lead sheet with chords and say, okay, now improvise. We actually come with full scores, and we move from there into make it a performable piece. We don't plan what happens next. We just let it happen. And I think that in that, it's very helpful that all of us, to some level or another, have been playing jazz for a long time.
I gave Jim a disc to listen to one time by this other band. He says, yeah, it was good, but they all sound the same, you know. that's not really the case with us. I mean, there's a couple things that you could tell, but for the most part, no, it's really diverse, and I think that's our goal. Is just to, and then again, I don't know goal to say a goal. We just do this. I mean, this is what we write.
I'm just trying to get a decent mix because y'all made me get rid of my mix. So.
Sorry, I didn't.
I know, but you know that other guy.
It's always the bass player.
What can you do with it?
Yep. Yeah, I do. Like a couple of wrong notes. There's a flute at a certain point. It's got a kind of squeak or something. Yeah, I think it was a sound, or maybe it was. I don't know. That's okay. Now we are the four of us with this music that has evolved with the people, and we are trying to do this kind of new and mixed thing that we sometimes have trouble naming. We don't really know how to name the genre that we are playing. And people ask, well, what do you play? Well, we play, I don't know, I say world jazz, but it's not really jazz and it's not really world music either. So yeah, that we have many influences from many places. It's like a journey in different, musical experiences, but we are still looking for a good name.
I don't think that we're going to be writing stuff for someone to fit somewhere because someone wants it. No, we just do these things because these are the sounds that this is for this group. That's where we want to go. Whatever we hear.
Ready.
So I have no idea what it is, and I like it like that.
It's got a very old school quality to it, it's got a classical element to it, but it's also, I think, very futuristic, I mean, yeah, the production elements and that type of thing, but I think it's farther reaching, and kind of call it, old school future music. I really like that. It's balanced, and that's, a lot of the tunes are that way. They're very balanced, but old school future music is what I like to term it as. That's what I would say to somebody.
When I was young, I really gravitated to instrumental stuff. I really did, and to this day, still I do. The thing about music with lyrics, as soon as the lyrics come into play, it tells you what to see. There it is. Here's your storyline. I'm reading it to you, and you can't help but visualize that. But with instrumentals, to me, it's almost still part of that composition process where, again, I said, throw out the tune, there you go, do whatever you want. No, it's like, no, you see whatever you want to see.
The common trend I think that we would like the listener to get out of this album is it's kind of a journey, musical, and in different spaces that we bring the listener to. And one of the things we've tried to do is to incorporate also ambient sounds that make the stage for the piece. So I don't know, we have one that starts with wind and on, you know, on the trees, and there is percussion that reminds you of, you know, a herd of goats, and it kind of sets the stage for the ambience of the piece. And so it's not only a musical journey, but it's also a visual journey. I mean, in some way, you are brought to different places. I mean, and of course the places will be different from me and you, because I might think about something, you might think about something else, depending on your experiences. But the idea is to put people in different contexts and different times. So this one starts with the bass that plays the vibrato, and then this bell, and at a certain point the piano comes in, and if you follow the harmony on the piano, that is completely unconventional. A lot of dissonances, and the way in which it evolves, it's not following a common progression that you would find on a, you know, classical harmony book. And here again, there is a lot of ambience. There are all these resonating gongs and bells that make the texture of the piece underneath. Personally, when I first devised this piece, I was very much thinking about kind of a Buddhist Tibetan kind of atmosphere with drones of bells or you know, singing bowls, and this is what came out eventually after many sessions. In this particular piece, for instance, Ed made the difference, because he's the one who, you know, constructs all this background.
We look forward to playing live, but it's going to be a challenge because, matter of fact, it's funny, as we're sitting there mastering the other day, Marcos, he says, Ed, you're going to need a 10 hands to play this live. I went, yeah, no.